Welcome back to the DailyFA. My name is Dave Grant, Certified Financial Planner, your subject, your host, and today we're talking about mastermind groups. So for some financial advisors, they are finding themselves in a cohort of other financial advisors, calling it a mastermind group, a study group, whatever label you've got for it, and it is really valuable to have one of those. The most valuable time that I found to have it is when I was starting my practice 6 years ago. Is that first year I had a mentor. Wonderful having that experience, but it didn't really give me everything I was needing, and I really found the camaraderie and the advice I needed in other young solo business owners who are running their own RIAs. So I'll pose this question to you. Do you have your own mastermind group? Are you in one? Do you enjoy it? Do you not? Because we're going to discuss two things, pros and cons of what makes a good group and what doesn't make a good group. So for the mastermind group that I'm in, we have a good relationship with each other. We've seen members come and go, but now we're in a group where we're really gelled and we've really spent a lot of time together understanding each other's business. So the things that made us work, and this is by no means an exhaustive list, is we do check our egos at the door. Like, some of us are consultants in large organizations. Some of us have a number of different jobs inside our industry, whether we're writers, speakers, consultants, trainers. But when we sit down together over a video chat or on our annual retreats, we're just 5 small, young business owners looking to get advice from other people in the same situation. So we definitely check our egos at the door, and we come in open and eager to learn. With that being said, we are certainly all open to advice. There are members of our group who are growing a lot faster than others. There's some who have grown in spurts and now are slowing down, and it all depends on different business cycles, family situations, all these different things. But whatever stage we're in, we're always open to advice from other members, because chances are either we have been in a stage that another member's in, or someone is seeing the stage that we're going into and is saying, here's what I've thought about as I'm going to go through that stage soon. Here's some things that may help. With checking egos at the door, it really helps to just take all of that in and filter all that advice and see what works. Chances are a lot of it works in your situation. But that's not to say that the group that I'm in has been rosy all along. It hasn't been. There's been members that have come and gone, and for one member it was a case of they gave advice before it was asked for, and it was someone explaining their situation, and boom, it was, well, here's how I think you should fix it, and why don't you go away and do that. And they weren't really listening. They weren't giving someone a chance to talk through what they were going through and trying to understand everything about the problem, and in a true psychotherapy way, have that person find their own solution just by discussing and people asking more clarifying questions, rather than just cram advice down that person's throat. Now that came into a bigger part of things, and in our mastermind group, we've got a set of engagement standards that we laid out in our first year together. We pretty much said if someone consistently breaks rules or engagements in this group, they're probably going to be asked to leave. So by not abiding by these engagement standards, you're not really a part of this group anymore. You're not really a good fit anymore. And so you're probably not going to be in it for too long. So one of those is going to be, you can miss a retreat that we have every year for whatever reason, but you can't miss 2 back-to-back. You have to be at the next one. If you can't be at the next one, then that's probably a time that you shouldn't be in our group. And the reason being is the in-person retreat is a really great way for us to just gel together as people. Like, we sit around and we talk about the issues in our company like we do a lot of the time, and do some deep dives on topics. But then we go out to dinner and we talk about each other's family. Or we go and do something fun if we're in a new city, and we're gelling together in a non-professional setting. And it's really valuable, because when we get back to doing those video calls, we're now a better group. So if you're not there in person, you're not really gelling with the whole of the group. So if you're in a mastermind, wonderful. I hope your group is everything that you dreamed it would be. If you're not, I would start seeking out some people who you get along with professionally, or people that you want to learn from, and start to see if you can set a group up. My list is not exhaustive. There's plenty of other things, and there's plenty of other resources that you can find about what makes a good or a bad group. If you have any questions, I am an open book. Feel free to reach out to me, and I will be able to answer some questions about what you can look for. So my name's Dave Grant, and I will see you on the next episode of the Daily FA.